Emma's Gravel Royale Toolkit. How to hike a bike. You're gonna need it.
All right, stage one of Gravel Royale, going up Taggart's Pass. There's a single track section that, I don't know, maybe Nino could ride his bike up it, but that's kind of doubtful. You're gonna be walking your bike. So when you're walking your gravel bike, when you can, I like to leave my bike on the ground and just keep my hands on my handlebars to push it through. That way, if I have to do some weird balancing, I can kind of tripod off my bike. But you're gonna wanna lift your bike up over some stuff. And there's sections on Taggart's that are just kind of rocky and weird and steep, and there isn't room for you and the bike both to be in the tread of the trail. So when I'm going to lift up my my gravel bike, my gravel bike is a hardtail. I take my hand, I'm gonna put it on my top tube, and I am gonna make sure my elbow is up, kind of like I'm lifting up a suitcase, and grab the bike and lift it up. A lot of times I see people keeping their elbow in by their side and grabbing here, and this like launches your bike out away, and it's really hard on the shoulder. So overhand grip, elbow up, you've got lots of room. If you're gonna be walking for any amount of time, take a look at your pedals. If they're forward and you've got this up, it tends to hit you in the quad. It's not very pleasant. So oftentimes I'll just reach back and spin that pedal so it's facing back, and then I've got more room to walk with my bike. One more tip when you are walking your bike up Taggart's Pass is to be thoughtful about the hill. It's gonna be kind of side cut, and when that's the case, I like to walk with my bike on the downhill side of the trail, and I'm on the uphill side of the trail. And why is that? That's because it's easier for me to lift up my bike and have room. If that happens to be on the uphill side of the trail, I have to lift my bike up super high to clear the rocks and all this stuff, and it's a big workout. So whenever I'm on a slope and I walk my bike so my bike is on the downhill side of the trail. All right, I got some ways to walk up this hill here. Last thought about walking with your gravel bike. I don't shoulder my gravel bike. I always just walk with it. And that's because I've got my water bottle cages. No water bottles today. I'm on a short ride, but there really isn't room in here for my water bottle and my shoulder on the bike. So I just don't do it. It gets awkward. I might knock out the bottles, and man, I'm gonna need them later. Plus with bottles on my bike, man, this thing gets heavy. It's a lot of work for that shoulder. So yeah, walk the bike. You'll make it to the top, hop on, and have a great ride. One consideration you might make for Gravel Royale is to think about your footwear. I just got my hands on a new pair of shoes that are a little bit flexible. They've got a little bit of bend in them. I'm normally in a completely rigid carbon-soled bike shoe, but I know I'm gonna be hiking a bit, and having that little bit of flex is gonna make a big difference. Made it to the top of the hill. I'm getting ready to jump on my bike. When I came at this hill, I was in a really hard gear. And if I was to jump straight on my bike right now, I wouldn't be able to pedal anywhere. So I'm always gonna look down, check what my gears are, really quickly shift into the gear I need to be, and then I'm out.
Hopefully you won't have to hike a bike a ton, but if you do, you're efficient and you now look like a pro.